Hey guys, that's another podcast. And today I'm with Josh, Gents, and Haid. So today, guys, we have predictions and, of course, questions from the viewers. So Josh, start us off.
Right then. So we've had some questions come in from viewers on one of the latest Instagram posts. So I'm going to start off with the first question. Is it possible for Arsenal to go down this season?
What are you thinking?
What am I thinking? Arsenal going down? What are they smoking?
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a bad start of the season, but we've played City, we've played Chelsea, champions of England and champions of Europe. So, I mean, yeah, we lost to Brentford and we're not playing the best football. We're not going to get relegated.
What would you say is to blame for your bad start?
Injuries, people off with COVID. The team hasn't really shown much fight or passion when playing, and you can see that, 5-10 minutes into the City game, you could see we were going to get thrashed with the way players are walking, not pressing at all. It's not good.
Next one, Josh.
Arteta in or out?
It's a hard question, that is, because I feel like, obviously, we know the board want him. They wouldn't have spent 130 million if they didn't want him. But I think he hasn't really had the start of the season, and whether you can judge him in or out in 3 games in, I think that'll, we'll see if he should stay in the job in a few games' time, really, with Norwich coming. If we don't win against Norwich, then I'll start asking questions. But still, again, the games we've played, City and Chelsea, you can't judge off of them 2 games. So I think we'll see with that one.
He's won an FA Cup, and I'm Arteta.
Yeah, I think that sort of brought him time. Really.
There will be a lot of questions asked if we do lose to Norwich tomorrow, because then it's reality. With 12 points behind, potentially, the people at the top, and we're in the relegation zone.
What's it? -9 goal difference
at the minute, and it could be more if we lose tomorrow. But
that's what I mean. The longer it goes on, I feel like pressure will get to Arteta, and the Arsenal fans will not be happy.
The fan base is very, very split.
They've turned against him, and I think a win against Norwich, it won't turn things around straight away, but it will certainly restore a bit of trust back in him.
It would just be nice to see the whole squad being able to be selected late tomorrow, because we've not had that for ages.
Gabriel back, Partey, big players that we've missed. So, I mean, you could still put it down to that, the reason why we've lost the games. We'll see.
Yeah. Next one, Josh.
What has gone wrong at Arsenal?
What's gone wrong? That's the same as the last question, is it not? What's the last question?
Arteta in or out?
It's a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. Bad players.
So would you say it's down to the board?
Or you say it's a tactics?
I wouldn't say it's the players. I wouldn't say it's the board. £130 million spent. Whether I think Edu, he's got a bit of pressure on him. He hasn't made the best signings of 130 million. I wouldn't blame the board. Edu.
Has the lack of spending in previous years cost starting to catch up with them?
I mean, yeah, but this season we've had 130 mil spent, and the players we've brought in.
It's more 150 now, isn't it, with Tomiyasu coming in?
Yeah, exactly. 150 mil.
I just feel like with the tactics that Arteta's used, especially against Man City, I heard on TalkSport, for example, you didn't really press as much as let them play against you.
It was lazy.
You couldn't deal with them. Yeah, exactly.
What do you think? Had played for the pitch. He just put them on the pitch, and you could see that with the way they were acting, with their body language, no pressing of the ball at all. It just wasn't good at all.
Next one.
Next question. Well, it's a very hypothetical question. How are Arsenal going to rebuild next season in the Championship?
That is a very good question.
It's not
do see them in there.
A dig, but
same way Villa did.
What do you think of that, gents?
What, are Arsenal rebuilding next season in the Championship?
What do you think of the bigger Villa?
I don't really know, to be honest.
I just feel like with Arsenal at the moment, you can see they're not good enough. And if they keep dropping, someone new's got to come in. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've got another question from Hayden himself. What do you think of Odegaard?
Of Odegaard? And if you could see that one, that's what I think of Odegaard.
See off the chair.
That is what I think. I'll stand up. I'll do a little knee slide on the ground for you. That is what I think of Odegaard.
I'm not going to lie, right? I'm not the biggest fan of him. I like to see more of him. But I
he's
just
30,
feel like
30 mil, and I think for 30 mil,
that's my question. What has he done? What has he done?
He's to be fair, he's played really well on loan at Sociedad.
Exactly.
My question is to you, to Arsenal fans. What has he done?
Most creative chances for Arsenal last season when he was at the club.
No, he's good. He's a good player. The style of football that we want to play sort of fits in. And for 30 mil, Josh, would you rather have him for 30 mil or Maddison a 70, 80? Because I know I'd rather have.
Personally, Maddison.
No, but Odegaard, he's been there for 6 months, but he knows the place. He'll settle in quicker.
Yeah. With Maddison as well.
With Odegaard, I just feel like you need to see a lot more from him. In my opinion, anyway. What do you think, James?
He was the best last season. But yeah, exactly. He's 22. He scored. He had a big goal against Tottenham.
He got man of the match against Gibraltar the other night, even though Haaland and the likes of other players. Haaland scored a hat-trick.
I watched him against West Brom.
All the Norwegian reports are giving him man of the match. How good he played. I know it's only Gibraltar, but
I get what you mean. I get what you mean. But for me, I just feel like we need to see a lot more from him.
Maybe, but he's still young.
The best thing about him is that he would take a player on, and the last person, the last person that took a player on was Wilshere and Cazorla, and we haven't had that in years. So yeah.
No, I do agree with you. I just feel like I need to see a bit more from him. Next question.
Well, that's all the questions from the Instagram. Gents, Dan, have you got anything to ask?
Okay. I'll go first.
Do you want to? Okay.
Hayde, who is your favourite signing?
Do I have to do it again?
But that's not Ramsdale. Was it Ramsdale?
Do I have to do it again?
That's not Odegaard.
I think my favourite signing is the one that we needed, and I don't know much about him. Never watched him play. I think he probably had an objectives card on FIFA, but I think it's the signing that we needed the most as a right back. And I think with Tommy Asu, I don't know if he's a good player or not. Can't say I've watched him, but that is the one player. I mean, Chelsea went after him. I think was it Chelsea? I think it was a top club that went for him.
Tottenham were after him as well.
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
Them, are they? So.
Yeah, so I mean, that is probably the sign that we need the most. With Ben White, 50 million, I don't think we really needed another centre back.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see how Lokonga gets on. To be fair, because he's looked really good.
Yeah. I forgot about him. To be fair, he's had a few good games for us, and I'm quite excited.
I know Dan's got some words to say.
It looks a bit dodgy.
With Partey as well.
He's looking really.
Partey and Lokonga are going to be solid.
They'll be playing tomorrow.
I honestly think that's
I'll take your word for it.
It sounds stupid. I reckon we're going to have one of the best midfield as a three with the attacking midfield. Lokonga and Partey. You think Partey? He played in the Champions League. He's a world-class midfielder. And I think with Lokonga next to him, you think of midfielders in the Prem as a team. Man City's probably got the best midfield. But then,
But you're saying that's up there?
No, I'm saying I'm not saying it's as good as that, but... When you look at Chelsea,
it's an average.
It's got Champions League proven players and it's got quality.
But I just feel like
Lokonga was captain of Anderlecht, the best team in Belgium.
18 as well. He captained them 18, I think, 18, 19.
Yeah, but in Belgium, a team where I don't know, eggs play. You know what I mean? I just feel like
they played in the Champions League.
Yeah, but did it the one? Yeah. No, that's my point. I feel like Partey again.
At that age,
always injured. He's only been injured when he came to us. He never got injured in his life before he came. Whether that's the Arsenal.
But when he's been at Arsenal, he's always been injured. So I've never really seen anything of him. That's my point. Saying that.
Yeah, but he's still a world-class midfielder,
in my opinion.
You watched the game against Anfield in the Champions. Wow.
Okay, gents, your question
tomorrow with Lokonga.
What?
My question to Hayde is: out of 10, what would you rate Arsenal's transfer window?
I think a 6 would be too harsh, but I think there's
I give it a 5 the other day.
Huh?
I gave it a 5 the other day, I think, in the other video.
5, even though you spent 150.
I mean, 6 sounds harsh, but
the money was good, but the players in weren't quite right.
I think that as well, yeah. I think 6 sounds harsh, but for spending 130 mil, I mean, it sounds a bit ungrateful, but again, the signings just weren't. I mean, we could have done with a centre mid. We went after a striker, Tammy Abraham and Lautaro Martinez. We didn't get one of him, and we're going to need a striker soon. We need another midfielder.
Yeah, but in January, if we can't get any goals before that.
Yeah.
Another question for you, Hayde, is I know you're saying you're Arteta at the moment, but if you were to get a manager in, who would it be?
I think someone with experience. So I think Conte would. I know it'd be hard to get him over here with with all the pressure and the documentary and whatever. I think the documentary is going to have a big impact on our season. As little as it sounds, it's a big thing to be at a club under surveillance 24/7.
And my last question is, what are your opinions on Arteta saying that Jack Wilshere could become available to train with you?
It depends how often he gets injured, to be fair. Where is he now? He's in Italy, isn't he? So,
yeah.
But I think if he was to come back...
Wouldn't sign on with them or something like that.
Yeah, I think if he was to come back, it'd be more of like a coach.
Would you like to see him maybe come back to Arsenal? Or do you think that's...
Give him a chance in training, maybe, like a little
player?
trial. But...
Yeah, as a player, like in and out player. Week in, week out.
I mean, he's 29, isn't he?
Some of that, yeah.
Technically, he's in his prime, but again, what a player he was, but it's sad. It's sad how his career turned out.
I feel like he's been around for ages, so he burst onto the scene at about 16, didn't he?
Yeah. And in that game against Barcelona when he was 19, I remember that.
I mean, he outclassed them in
Xavi, Iniesta. I gave Jensen that video the other day. He loved it.
He loved it. Outrageous.
What a player.
I will admit he did look decent, so give it the benefit of the doubt.
Ross, on to the predictions.
Onto the predictions.
This week's Premier League games and a couple local championship games.
A couple good matches.
Okay. Last week Spurs. Again, really, it's a bit one-sided. All on Spurs, of course. I'm not surprised. Had a good start to the season.
I haven't gone Spurs.
Here we go. This one interests me, actually.
Hang on a minute, Dan, go back. I did not go Spurs.
Didn't you? No, but most of us went Spurs. You know what I mean?
No.
I thought it would be higher for Spurs.
I just feel like Palace with the fans behind them potentially. Spurs are missing Son. They're missing the Argentinian people from that incident.
Yeah, I guess so. But I still think Spurs are too.
They're top of the league.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but I'll give them their due. They beat City.
And
not many teams are going to beat City this season. They're in form. So I think they should beat Palace.
This one, again, it's a bit split.
Arsenal, Norwich. This is controversial.
It is controversial.
I you put 4-0 in there.
As I've said earlier in this video, I just feel like with Arsenal, there's something not right. I still feel like you need to get rid of Arteta to start something new. I just feel like there's something not right. Either the players aren't getting...
Yeah, but Dan, it's Norwich. It's Norwich.
I know it's Norwich,
but
still, I think
also, Dan, we're going to have a full strength side this. Hopefully,
that's what I mean. We can't really be judged until we have our full squad back. We've been missing an important triangle in the midfield and the defence.
The point is, anything can happen. When Norwich were last in the Premier League, they beat City.
I can't wait for a 1-0 win.
Yeah, and who did they have at the back then? I think it was Otamendi and Otamendi. I can't remember who else. I think they.
Where's Otamendi now? Probably Mendy. Where's he?
Yeah. I think Otamendi was to blame for that game. He gave away like 2 goals. I remember it.
Gents, why have you gone 1-0?
I've gone 1-0 because just on the lack of form at the moment for Arsenal. Really, it's kind of going down.
Yeah, Norwich are in form, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, but you've
won every game,
and I just think you're saying oh yeah, we got all these big players back and everything, but I still don't think you've got enough to beat Norwich. I know that sounds outrageous. But
you know what, gents?
No, Timu Pukki.
We'll see if you see.
I'm not going to lie, but let's be honest. What have Norwich got to lose in this game? Arsenal, if you look at it,
we
have got a
haven't
lot of
really
things.
got that much to lose either.
Arteta knows that if he loses this game, he's out the door straight away.
Exactly, but that's a big thing. That's not a bad thing for us. That's a good thing because I think they'll come
play
out.
quite well.
We'll play a good team. We'll play a good team tomorrow. We'll put a few big players in there that have come back, and we'll win it.
I reckon we'll see.
I don't know about that.
Ben White.
Okay, next one. Again, Brom from Millwall gone pretty much same scores, couple of draws and wins to Brighton. Next one. We've all gone for a City win, which ain't surprising. City are up there, of course, but
To be fair, like if you look at Leicester like a few years ago, we should rate them quite highly. Like their recent performances I've not been that great, but like last season they looked class and the signings they brought in, we should really rate them higher. But go on.
This season they just look a bit.
I think we're forgetting what happened in the final though.
Yeah, well, Leicester won. Yeah, I do agree with that, but I just feel
was
like
it Chelsea.
Or
did they? What happened in the City final? I forgot. Was it 1-0?
They played Leicester, didn't they? And they lost
1-0 Leicester in actual penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, I do agree with you, but I just feel like at the moment, City they're too strong, aren't they? If you look at it.
Yeah. They've absolutely thrashed Norwich.
Yeah.
I think that game against Tottenham, doesn't really mean much to them because they bounced back straight away.
I think Foden and De Bruyne might be back tomorrow.
Exactly. So with that, essentially. Next one. Gents, explain yourself.
It's just the fact that Newcastle aren't looking good this season and that they've only brought Joe Willock and like some Mexican guy.
They've got a few threats, I think.
I think, that's why I put a goal in there. That's why I put a goal in there because I think like Callum Wilson or St. Maximin, one of them players.
Yeah, St. Maximin is a big player for them.
I'm guessing you're thinking Big Ron will score this weekend?
Big
Ron, Ronaldo.
Is he going to play?
Will he start?
I think he'll score. My question is.
I don't think he'll start. I think Greenwood.
I think he'll start. I think he will.
I think he'll start. Of course he will. I think
it'd be good to see him. Whether it doesn't matter what.
If you think Dan James, last game they played Dan James, so they'll take Dan James out, Greenwood onto the right, Ronaldo through the middle. I think.
Yeah,
I can see that. No.
Okay, next one. For Chelsea, I guess we've all gone for
2-1 Villa.
We've talked about Big Ron.
For the gents, again, explain yourself.
We've talked about Big Ron, but now it's about Big Rom.
Big Rom.
Scoring 1 goal and Villa scoring 2. I know.
I think Chelsea, they won't even concede 2 in a game all season.
No.
I think...
I just feel like they might. I feel like Villa have got a goal.
And
at some stages, I've noticed, especially Mendy's looked a bit shaky. So I just do feel it'll be a tight game. I'm not just about Villa winning.
I can see where Dan's coming from because Villa have got it in them to score goals, but I do think Chelsea will still win. I just think Chelsea looks so solid. I just think they might ease to the victory.
I know Villa have got like Emi Martinez and Emi Buendia out from the Argentina game and stuff. And we got other players out as well. But I think...
Who's in goal?
Say again?
Who's in goal?
Yeah, it'll be Jed Steer, yeah.
Cool.
Jed Steer has done...
I might change that to 5. I might change that to 5.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, now last
Probably
one.
the Caffrey Spurs.
Again, it's
Watford
a
Wolves.
bit different here. Josh gone for Wolves. Hay gone for a draw. Me and Jensberg gone for a win to Watford. I think it's been an interesting game.
Yeah, I don't
Hay gone 2-0.
I don't think either side are looking good.
You've gone blooming 3-0 Watford.
Yeah, because Watford are class.
I just feel like
if
Wolves lose this game, I feel the pressure will actually get to Bruno Lage.
Wolves are looking good. Apart from results,
how are they looking good when they're losing every single game?
No. They've had I think the 3rd most XG in the league, and they've created the most chances. And if they just finished the 3 chances,
have they scored?
Tomorrow could be the day. Have we scored?
Yeah, but we're not saying that we're going to beat Watford.
I think Wolves will win them.
Okay. Next one. Gents, what are you saying 4-2?
Because it's West Ham. And they've got Mikel Antonio. They've got...
We got the West Ham fan in there, please.
Yeah.
He's not available at the moment, so...
What do you think he's going to score 4? Is he going to score 4?
Who, Antonio?
Yeah.
No, I think Ben Ryan will contribute to a lot of them. But like, if you look at their form at the moment, they've been looking class. To be fair, I know they got a draw against Palace.
I really don't, because 1 week Antonio's not a striker. The next he's the best
right
striker.
wing, next one's the left wing.
I think
next week he's better than Liverpool's front three alone.
I know I contradict myself a lot.
I think he's good.
I think he's very good, yeah. But I just feel like
good, yeah.
We'll see in this game how they perform.
He causes problems, and that's against Southampton.
I think it'll be a tight game, but I think West Ham will edge it. So that's what I mean.
Yeah. Liverpool Leeds, you've all gone for a win to Liverpool, except for me. I just feel like
I don't know what's going on there.
I just feel like with Leeds
a little bit dodgy, I think.
I feel like there's part of performance from anywhere, really. I feel like on their day that they are a really good side, and I feel like Liverpool, as we said in the last podcast, I just don't feel like Liverpool has had that goal scorer all the time, if you know what I mean. And then sometimes they look good shot. He might do. You never know.
But who's he going to play over?
Maybe Jack Harrison.
Yeah.
Freshly signed a contract.
Everton Burnley. Again, we've gone for Winterburg Everton except for Gents. What do you think that, Haig?
What I think Everton are going to win?
Yeah.
I like the way Everton have played with. I think Damari Gray. What a signing he turned out to be. What a signing. How old is he as well?
It's only 3 games in, to be fair.
But... Yeah, I know, but they should be beating. They should be beating Burnley at home.
I mean,
they slipped up to Burnley last season. A few teams at home. Their home form was terrible last season, so they can turn that around. They might have a good season. So.
Okay, next one. Now onto the Championship. The boys. Yeah, I just feel like we will win this game. I just feel like, of course, with a couple of injuries out with Dower out.
I think Millwall will always make it a tough game, so that's why.
They will do, yeah. I think it'll be a tight one, of course. I just feel like...
What, are you second in the league?
Yeah, we are,
yeah.
I just feel like we're probably too strong enough for Millwall, but of course we'll see that. I'm going tomorrow, but yeah, I just feel like we're too strong for them and hope we get the win. And then the last one, I think, Blues Derby playing tonight.
They're playing now, aren't they?
Yeah, I'm going to have a look at the scores right now.
We get a score check.
All these predictions were done before. All I'm saying, you can see that on the screen there.
Is that 1-0?
We went 1-0. And there's that.
10 predictions out the window at the moment.
I just feel like with Derby, especially with them not being able to make signings, except for free agents, and then of course the point deduction might be coming into them. They will need to start getting wins, but I just feel like at the moment Blues are too good of a team.
I know Blues love a good 1-0 win. I know how much they love a 1-0 win.
At the moment, especially with Lee Bowyer in charge, it look class for me. Is that it? It is.
Yep, I think so, yeah.
All the predictions for this week.
And then before we end it off, my question to you lads is, what do you think of the Argentinian situation with Martinez, Buendia and whatever?
I think it's quite controversial.
That's weird. I was surprised, but that was really weird to see. I was watching it as the game was going on. I've never really seen anything like that.
They haven't, have you? I just feel like I get what they mean by like COVID and whatever. They need to do something in case like they spread COVID. But like now saying that they should ban players from actually either coming back to England or just staying in England all the time.
Yeah, I think they were just a bit salty about the Copa America.
They might be.
In my opinion, I'm just scrapping international breaks. While COVID's on, just scrap the international breaks completely.
Yeah,
there's no need for them going off these dodgy countries and stuff. So,
is the
who do you
Brazil
think is wrong for this Argentina?
Is the Brazil FA thing linked to it? Is the Brazil FA thing linked to it? If you know what I mean, like they said, they don't want.
Oh yeah, they don't want
to onto the pitch, didn't they?
Yeah.
Dan, who do you think was in the wrong?
I think it was a bit of both. Like they should have really said that they weren't really allowed, but then the players should have really known they shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? I heard that they knew they were in the wrong in the situation, and I feel like again it's a bit wrong from both parties.
Takes two, really, doesn't it?
It does. So is that in then, lads?
Is that everything?
Yeah, I think so for today. We'll be back on probably Tuesday, maybe some Champions League specials and reactions to maybe predictions today. Thanks to Hayes, special guest as well. And there will be a
cheers,
special
John.
guest.
It's been a pleasure.
Make sure you put down in the comments if you'd like to come on the next video and leave some questions for the next person that comes on, or even for the Insta.
There'll be another special guest on next week as well. Hopefully, we're going to aim to get one on most weeks for the predictions.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching.
Lovely stuff.
Say bye, lads.
From the better guys.
See ya.